Okay, what we are going to discuss for today is about factoring trinomials. So, i-discuss natin kung paano mag-factor ng mga trinomials. So, before that, we are going to review kung ano ba yung tinatawag nating FOIL method. So, multiplying binomials using FOIL method. So, for example, multiply x plus 3 times x plus 2. So, ang gagawin natin dyan, we are going to get yung FOIL. Ano ba ibig sabihin ng FOIL? Ibig sabihin ng F, this is first. Lahat ng first. Kung makikita nyo dun sa given na sinusolve natin, lahat ng first dyan ay yung mga una na term sa bawat factor. Si x tapos si x. That's why we have x and x dito sa tapat ng F. And then we have O. Ibig sabihin ng O, those are terms na nasa labas. Okay, out. So, ibig sabihin nun, kung ito yung buo, itong itong x plus 3 times x plus 2, yung nasa labas dyan is itong x, tapos itong 2. So, itong x, tapos itong 2. And then we have I. Ang ibig sabihin naman ng I is in. So, if you're going to treat itong buong given na to as a whole, ang nasa in dyan is yung 3 at saka yung x. That's why we have 3x dito. And then for L, this is last. So, kapag kukunin natin yung dalawang factor na yan, yung mga last terms ng bawat factor. So, we have 3, tapos yung 2, yung mga last. So, ibig sabihin ng FOIL, this is first, out, in, and last. So, this is what we call the FOIL method. So, we have x times x, which is equal to x squared. And then we have x times 2, we have 2x. And then we have x times 3, we have 3x. And then we have 3 times 2, that is equal to 6. And then, we are going to simplify yung nasa gitna kasi they are similar terms. So, we have 2x and 3x. That is equal to 5x. So, our final answer here, if we are going to multiply 3x plus 2, and then x plus 2 is x squared plus 5x plus 6, which is a type of polynomial that is, that has 3 terms, or tinatawag natin ito as trinomial. Now, ang pag-aaralan natin is kung paano ba ibabalik yung mga trinomial na ganito sa ganitong itsura sa given. Okay, we are going to discuss that in this video. So we have here factoring trinomial squares. So all problems that are considered trinomial squares will be able to be factored by taking the square roots of the first and last term. So for example, we have here x squared minus 14x plus 49. So as you can see, if you are going to get the square root of x squared, we have x. And then we have 49. Ano ba yung square root ng 49? 7. So basically, magiging sagot dito will be x minus 7 times x minus 7, or we have x minus 7 squared kasi if you are going to multiply x tapos, okay, I will show the solution na lang. Wait lang, I will open my pen, yung paper, ay yung aking digital pad para maisulat natin yung sinasabi kong mga solution nito on how to factor this particular type of polynomial. So wait lang. Kasi dito sa example na to, yung first and last natin, yung first and last terms natin are perfect squares. Kasi ito, kapag i-square root natin to, we're going to get the square root of this, so makukuha natin x. And same as true with this, 7. And just to verify, if we multiply x tapos 7 times x, we have 7x. And if we get twice ng product na yan, ang makukuha natin is 14x, which is itong nandito. And we know na kapag ganun yung nakuha natin, kapag kinuha natin yung twice ng product ng square root ng first and last term, basically, itong trinomial na to is perfect square trinomial. So, madali lang itong i-factor using the special factoring methods. So if you're going to factor this, ang magiging sagot natin dito will be x minus 7 squared. So if you're going to verify, kung sakaling gusto niyo verify kung just multiply x minus 7 tapos x minus 7 using the FOIL method or any method na pinagmumultiply ang dalawang binomial, ang makukuha niyong sagot lang dyan is x squared minus 14x plus 49. So basically, ang factored form nito is ito. Ito, x minus 7 squared. So we have factoring trinomials. So we have here the method 1. So we will factor trinomials such as x squared plus 7x plus 12 back into binomials. So we are going to do the reverse of FOIL. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina. So we have, if x squared has, if the x squared term has no coefficient other than 1. So we are going to use this basta ang coefficient ng ating x squared na term or ang ating quadratic term will be equal to 1. So we know naman dito sa given natin ang coefficient ng x squared is 1. So pwede natin gamitin yung reverse FOIL. So we have here x squared plus 7x plus 12. So ang gagawin natin dyan, step 1, list all the pairs of numbers that multiply to equal to the constant 12. So ang kukunin natin is yung mga factors ng 12. So ano ba yung mga factors ng 12? So 1 and 12, 2 and 6, and 3 and 4. So ito yung mga numbers na pag pinag-multiply natin, ito yung mga pares ng mga numbers na pag pinag-multiply natin, the answer is 12. So we have 1, 12, 2, 6, and 3, 4. So nalista na natin. So kung mayroon pang iba dyan, comment down below kung mayroon pang other integers na pag pinag-multiply natin is, ang sagot is 12. So we have here, so step number 2, choose the pair that adds up to the middle coefficient. So titignan natin yung mga pares na to and titignan natin na kapag pinag-add natin yung dalawang yun, ang sagot dapat is yung nandito sa gitna. So 1 plus 12, 13. So basically hindi. 2 plus 6, 8. So hindi. So we have 3 plus 4, 7. So yung pangatlo yung ating hinahanap. Gagamitin natin yung pangatlong yan sa ating sagot. So fill those numbers into the blanks in the binomial. So ito yung binomial natin na form. Ito yung empty form ng binomial natin. Binomials, ito yung empty form ng product ng dalawang binomials. So we have here. So ilalagay natin yung dalawang numbers na nakuha natin kanina. So we have 3 and 4. So ang sagot for x squared plus 7x plus 12, ang factored form niya will be x plus 3 times x plus 4. If you want to verify, just multiply x plus 3 and x plus 4. Ang makukuha niyong sagot will be x squared plus 7x plus 12. Okay, next, factoring trinomials. So as you can see, okay, the constant is negative. So we have negative 24 this time. Now, list all the pairs numbers that multiply to equal the constant 24. To get negative 24, one number must be positive and one number must be negative. Kasi the product of negative and positive numbers is negative. So list all the possible combinations na kapag pinag-multiply natin is negative 24. So we have here 1 negative 24, negative 124, 2 negative 12, negative 212, 3 negative 8, negative 3 8, negative 4 and negative 6, and negative 4 and 6. Ito yung mga list ng pares na kapag pinag-multiply natin, ang sagot is 24. So, next, step 2 natin, which pair adds up to 2. So, ang hanapin natin is yung pares na kapag pinag-add natin, the answer is 2. So, check natin. So, ang sagot dyan will be yung negative 4 and 6. Kasi yung 124, negative 23 yan. So, negative 1 and 24, 23. 2 and negative 12 is negative 10. Negative 2 and 12 is positive 10. 3 and negative 8 is negative 5. And negative 3 and 8 is positive 5. And we have 4 and negative 6 is negative 2. And we have, finally, we have negative 4 and 6 which is equal to 2. So, yun yung hinahanap natin. And then we are going to fill in yung ating binomial product of two binomials. Ito yun. So, we have x minus ito, 4. So, minus 4 kasi negative 4 yan. And then, x plus 6 we have. Also, we have that x plus we have 6. Positive 6 yun. So, ang sagot natin for the factored form of x squared plus 2x minus 24 is equal to x minus 4 times x plus 6. Okay, we have here factoring trinomials method 2. So this time, the middle factor is negative. So as you can see, negative yung gitna. So ano ba dapat ang gagawin natin? So first, we are going to list all the possible combinations na ang sagot is 24. Ngayon, since ang ating middle term or the linear term is negative, so ibig sabihin nun, we will consider negative factors. So we have this negative 24 and 20. We have negative dito, tapos positive yung constant. Since alam natin na if we multiply two negative numbers, the answer is positive. So we have negative 1 and 24, negative 2 and negative 12, negative 3 and negative 8, and negative 4 and negative 6. And then after that, yung next step natin is we are going to look for the pairs na kapag pinag-add natin, the answer is negative 11. So we have negative 1 plus negative 24, excuse me, is negative 25. Negative 2 and negative 12 is negative 14. Negative 3 and negative 8 is negative 11. So basically yung pangatlo. So that's our pair na hinahanap. Now we are going to write the answer na. So we have x minus 3 since negative 3 yun, and then x minus 8 kasi negative 8 yun. So the factored form of x squared minus 11x plus 24 is x minus negative 3 and x minus 8. Okay, next. Factoring trinomials if a is greater than 1. So we have factor 3x squared plus 14x plus 8. So this time, the x squared term does have a coefficient other than 1. So sa example natin na to, ang coefficient ng x squared natin is 3. So ang una natin gagawin is multiply 3 and 8, yung ating coefficient sa ating leading term, which is yung x squared, and then ang ating constant term. So as you can see, if you multiply 3 and 8, the answer is 24. And then after that, list all the pairs of numbers that multiply equal to the product 24. So we are going to list all the possible pairs na ang product is 24. So we have 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, and 4 and 6. And we have next step, which pair adds up to 14. So we are going to look for the pairs na pag pinag-add natin, the answer is 14. So as we can see dito, obvious naman na yung 2 and 12 ang ating hinahanap. Okay, 2 and 12. So write temporary factors with the two numbers. So we have yung ating 2, tapos ating 12. And this is not yet the final answer. Okay? And then put the original leading coefficient 3 under both numbers. So we have over 3 and then we have over 3. Okay, next, reduce the fractions if possible. So as you can see, we are going to cancel yung 12 kasi magiging 4. Yung 12 divided by 3, that is 4. And then, so we have x plus 2/3 is equal to x plus 4. And then, move the denominators in front of x. So, magiging 3x plus 2 times x plus 4. And, okay, so you should always check the factors by distributing, especially since this process has more than a couple of steps. So we have this. So we are going to what? We are going to verify if our answer is correct. So we have FOIL. So 3x times x, 3x squared, and then we have 3x and 4 as our out. We have 12x, and then we have 2x our in. So 2x plus 12x is 14x, and then we have 2 times 4, that is equal to 8. So our answer is correct. This is our final answer. So the factored form of 3x squared plus 14x is plus 8 is 3x plus 2 times x plus 14. X plus 4, not 14. So the factored form of x squared plus 14x plus 8 is 3x plus 2 times x plus 4. Okay? So another example. First step, we're going to multiply yung ating coefficient ng ating leading term, which is 3 and then 4 sa ating constant term. So that is equal to 12. And then after that, list all the pairs that multiply, numbers that multiply to equal the product. So we have 12. So those are 1, 12, 2, 6, and 3, 4. And then which pair adds up to 11? So as you can see, what? So none of the pairs add up. This trinomial can't be factored. So this particular trinomial cannot be factored since we cannot look for the pairs of numbers that multiply and equal to the product of 12, and if we add, the sum is 11. So wala tayong mahanap doon. So basically, it's prime. So we have here exercises. Factor each trinomial if possible. The first 4 do not have leading coefficients. So as you can see, we have 1 lahat. And then the last 2 have leading coefficient. So watch out for signs. So let us answer number 1. So we have t squared minus 4t minus 21. So what are the factors of 21? So ang factors ng 21 is 1 and negative 21, negative 1 and 21, 3 and negative 7, and negative 3 and 7. So which pair adds to negative 4? So alin dyan yung may negative 4? So basically, it's 3 and negative 7. So ang factors natin are 3 and negative 7. So ang factored form ng t squared minus 4t minus 21 ay t plus 3 times t minus 7. Okay, number 2. We have x squared plus 12x plus 32. So ang unang step, hanapin natin yung mga factors ng 32. So we have 1, 32, 2, 16, and 4, 8. And then, hanapin natin yung numbers or yung pair na kapag pinag-add natin, ang sagot ay 12. So we have 4 and 8. And then we're going to write the factors na. So we have x squared plus 12x plus 32 is equal to 4 plus x plus 4 times x plus 8. So that's our answer. So we have number 3. So what are the factors of 24? So 24 yan. 24 yan, not 32. So we have 1, 24, 2, 12, 3, 8, and 4, 6. And then hanapin natin yung pares na kapag pinag-add natin is negative 10. So, wala sa mga pares na nandyan, pag pinag-add natin is negative 10. So, ang ano natin, ang possible na isipin natin is hindi naka-factor. Pero hindi, mayroon pang mga negative numbers. So, na pwedeng maging factors. We have negative 1 and negative 24, 2 and negative 12, at negative 3 and negative 8, and negative 4 and negative 6. Ngayon, hanapin natin yung two numbers na kapag pinag-add natin is negative 10. So we have negative 4 and negative 6. Now, we will write the factors. The factored form of x squared minus 10x plus 24 is x minus 4 times x minus 6. Next, we have number 4. We have x squared plus 3x minus 18. So look at the factors, or look for the factors of negative 18. So we have 1, negative 18, negative 1 and 18. And we have 2 and negative 9, negative 2 and 9. And we have 3 and negative 6, and negative 3 and 6. Ngayon, hanapin natin kung alin doon yung may sum ng 3. So we know we have negative 3 and 6. Since nahanap na natin yung dalawa, we're going to write the factors. So the factors of x squared plus 3x minus 18 are x minus 3 and x plus 6. Okay. Or the factored form of that given is x minus 3 and x plus 6. Okay, we have solution of number 5, 2x squared plus x minus 21. So our first step is to multiply 2 and negative 21. So we have negative 42. And then list all the factors of negative 42. So we have negative 42 and 1, 1 and 42, 2 and negative 21, negative 2 and 21, 3 and negative 14, 3 and positive 14, 6 and negative 7, and negative 6 and 7. Now, next step, which pair adds to 1? So look for those pairs and then try to add them all. I mean, add nyo yung mga bawat pares and then hanapin nyo kung alin doon ang sagot is 1. So, ang pares na yon is negative 6 and 7. So, write the temporary factors. We have x minus 6 and x plus 7. Hindi pa yan yung sagot. We are going to put number 2 doon sa ating mga constants, 6 and 7. I-over natin yung 2 dyan. Over 2. And then, simplify yung mga pwedeng simplify. And then, so, reduce if possible. So, itong 6 over 2, pwede natin i-reduce. 6 over 2 is equal to 3. And then, yan. And then kapag na-reduce na, yung ating mga denominator, ilalagay na natin sa tabi ng x. So we have x minus 3 times 2x plus 7. So ang factored form ng 2x squared plus x minus 21 is x minus 3 times 2x plus 7. So for number 6, 3x squared plus 11x plus 10. We are going to multiply 3 and 10 is equal to 30, and then list down natin lahat ng mga factors ng 30, which is 130, 215, 3, 10, and 5 and 6. Which pair adds to 11? So ano yung pares dyan na pag pinag-add natin? Ang sagot is 11. So we have 5 and 6. So we are going to write the temporary factors. We have x plus 5 times x plus 6, and then we are going to write the denominator for the constants. We have over 3, and then we have over 3. So we have, we're going to reduce those fractions na pwedeng i-reduce. We have x plus 5 over 3, and then we have x plus 2, kasi 6 divided by 3 is 2. And then, lahat ng nasa denominator, itatabi na natin doon sa x. So we have 3x plus 5 times x plus 2. So the factored form of 3x squared plus 11x plus 10 is equal to 3x plus 5 times x plus 2. So that's all for this video. Thank you.